This morning, I want to talk about some Hurricane Helene disaster funding or relief funding opportunities that you can take advantage of if you are in any eligible county. And then we're going to talk about grants, okay? Because I don't think that we talk enough about this disaster relief grant funding. So, hey, y'all, welcome in, friends. If you're my friend, you've been a long time subscriber, don't be no stranger. Just say, hey, what's up, friends, okay? So, grants is debt free money, no credit checks, and no personal information needed, okay? And so with these grant opportunities, we have so many opportunities that we can take advantage of, but you simply need to be properly prepared. And a lot of us don't even know about these opportunities. Now, there are levels to this grant thing, friend. You have personal grants, small business grants, nonprofit organization grants, and then you have disaster relief grant opportunities. So I want to introduce you guys to, first, we're going to go in tiers and steps, okay? First, we're going to talk about how you need to have your business structured. We're going to go into sprinkle a little bit of business credit in there, all right? Because that means that you need to have that and your business credit and all your foundations together in order for you to qualify for a lot of this funding or disaster loan opportunities. And then we're going to talk about some disaster funding or disaster relief grants and some community driven grants for you guys, especially in those eligible counties and in those states that have been affected by the hurricane, okay? And then after that, I will open up the floor for any questions, concerns, or whatever the case may be regarding grants, because I know you guys have been dedicated, motivated, and you have been persevering through your entire grant writing journey. All right, friends, so let's get right into it. So let's start talking about business structure, okay? Now, I believe that there is more than enough information out there for you guys to actually know exactly what you are supposed to have in order for you to be a operational business in the United States, friend. If you don't know what you need to have, I'm going to give you literally in chronological order, step by step, what you need to have in order for you to be an active business. And then we'll dive deeper into that business credit I talked about, all right? Now, when you get ready to start a business, okay, I'm going to show you my little screenshot here. I went over this screenshot the other day, but we're going to go over this screenshot again today, this morning. I wanted this live stream to be more organized than the last one we did, all right? Okay, so let's get down to it. As long as you have these things, you are pretty much set and you are a active operational business in the United States of America. Start with a business plan. All small business owners should have a business plan. Even if you are a nonprofit organization, have a project proposal. A business plan, the reasons for why you need to start with that is because that is going to give you the direction, all right, the guidance that you need. It's going to give you the execution steps, and it's also going to give you the reassurance you need. The business address. You can use any type of virtual office address. A virtual office is when you purchase an address from one of those locations or co-working spaces downtown and you're one of your metropolitan cities. Yeah, you can use one of those commercial addresses for your business. So get a business address first. Usually costs around like 20 to 50 bucks a month, okay? You can use AVO, that's an acronym for Alliance Virtual Office. I'm re-signing up with them so I can get like an affiliate code to give y'all for a percentage off. Or you can use like WeWork, all right? I use WeWork as well. Business phone line. If you use any of those virtual offices, you can actually use their phone number. So WeWork, you can use your local WeWork office phone number, right? That 800 number, or you can go to phone.com and purchase a number, an 800 number, right? You want to have a toll-free number, something that's 1-800-888-855-866. You want to have a toll-free number because that's professional, all right? Cool. Then you want to have what's called articles of organization. This is your LLC and INC. You can get this from your state secretary website, or you can use a third-party website or a third-party app like LegalZoom, Zen Business, or Taylor Brands. All right, any one of those three. I like LegalZoom, and also since we're on the LegalZoom topic, raise your hand, put your hand in the chat if you applied to the $10,000 Fast Break Grant and you have recently received your $500 LegalZoom credit so you can get a free LLC. I recently had one of my clients, one of our friends here, our subscriber, she commented on my video or on my post the other day, and she was like, hey, I received my $500 credit from the LegalZoom, $10,000 grant. Shelby, thank you so much for introducing it to me, because now my son has a free business. Yeah. So she's now, look at how she's creating generational wealth in her house off of a free grant opportunity I talked about. All right. So I just wanted to bring that in. But you can use LegalZoom, okay? LegalZoom or Zen Business, or just go directly to your state secretary website, okay? Secretary of State or Department of Corporations website in your state. Now, following that, you want to get your EIN. You can get your EIN through irs.gov. It's free to get, all right? You want to get that after you get your articles of organization. And then you want to get your website and your professional email through GoDaddy.com. Some other people use Squarespace and Wix, but I like GoDaddy. Super easy, straight to the point. And you can always log into your GoDaddy account and add domains and all kinds of stuff. After that, you want to have list your business in the 401 directory. This is very, very vital. Visit listyourself.net. This is important because this kind of like, it kind of like confirms all of your business information, right, in the directory. Remember, we used to get phone books back in the day? Well, remember, the phone books was such a serious thing that if your name and number was not in the phone book, then you just was non-existent. Well, this is kind of like the same thing. The 401 directory on listyourself.net is like the phone book, or the internet version of the phone book. And if you're not in a directory, then it can be very challenging to locate you as a business. Okay, so 401 directory, you can go to listyourself.net. It's free. After that, you want to list yourself on Google. All right, you can do googlemybusiness.com and list yourself on Google for free. Those are the key steps that you want to do in order for you to be an operational standalone professional business in the United States of America. If you do all of those steps in the chronological order that I just, introduced you or taught you or told you, then you will find yourself not having to go back and spend more money and more time in getting your business address and phone number and all this stuff, right? And then you can move straight forward to funding opportunities, go straight forward to bootstrapping and getting your services and products out there. All right, cool. I wanted us to go over that. Now, nav.com. All right, nav.com is a website that you all should know about. I'm hoping you do. Nav.com, that's N as in Nancy, A as in Apple, V as in Victor, okay? .com. Nav.com is like the Credit Karma for your business credit. It is a free platform that will show you all of your business credit reports and scores. Now, what you need to do is download this purple and white app on your phone, and you want to be consistently checking your business credit just like you're checking your personal credit, okay? Business credit gives you all a second chance at finances on a new financial journey. All right, it's literally a second chance. Yes, there are funding opportunities that you can get, like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards, without having to use your personal information or use yourself as what's called a personal guarantee. How do you get those type of loans, lines of credit, and credit cards without having to provide your personal information, and also without having to be a personal guarantee? The only way in 2024 going into 2025, the only way that you will possibly get a loan, line of credit, or a business loan, line of credit, or credit card without having to use yourself as a personal guarantor is by having your business being receiving revenue. That's the only way. I'm going to say that again. This time I got to drink some water and clear my throat when I say this. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat when I say this. Because I want to make sure you guys are clearly comprehending what I'm telling you. All right. So Joseph, the website, literally just go to Google, friend, and just put in Google My Business. And it's going to take you directly there, okay? So you can set up your business. Make sure you add pictures and add your business information and tell us the name of your business. Come back to the live and tell us the name of your business so we can Google you and make sure you did it correctly. Accountability is our best friend, okay? So Joseph, go to Google. Just open up your Google Chrome and then type in Google My Business, all right? All right, I want you to do that. I want you to set it up. It takes you 5 minutes. Do it right now, and then come back to the live. Tell us what the name of your business is so we can Google you. If we all here can Google you, then you've done it perfectly, beautifully, friend. Okay? All right, cool. So we're going to Google you towards the end of this. All right, Joseph, I hope you come back. Make sure you come back and say, hey, I finished it. Hey, everybody. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. Hey, Deja. Deja said, I'm new here. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well, friend. I'm a 71% successful grant writer, and I love talking about grants. I'm a small business development coach. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've been doing this for 8 years. I've helped over 800 small business owners, innovators, tech companies, nonprofit organizations, schools, churches, you name it, get debt-free money and truly scale and change their financial lives. All right. So nice to meet you, friend. All right. So the only way that you will be able to get a business lending, so business loan, line of credit, and credit card, is simply by your business being profitable, having some sort of income. You have to show proof of income. And I think that we kind of like overlook that, but it's like that's really what it is. If you go to the bank, they're literally going to say, hey, what's up, Chuck? Welcome on in. Hey, Chuck's going to be like, okay, yeah, I got a trucking company and I need $50,000 because I need to get a new truck. I need some equipment. I need to pay for some regulatory fees. Actually, I have a trucking company and, you know, we're getting started, right? And we want to do this and we want to be able to, if you can't show them any type of paperwork that you are operational and that you make some money, like you generate some sort of revenue, then they won't be able to give you any type of funding because your business can't show proof that it'll be able to pay the loan back. That's how that works. Okay, so if you want to get a loan without having to use your personal information, what we need to focus on, friend, is bootstrapping. We need to focus on what is that execution strategy that is going to allow us to get our services and products out there so people can actually purchase. All right, so the only way you can get a loan, line of credit, and credit card is if your business is making money. So let's focus on the strategy so for people to know about your product and service so you can start getting some revenue, and then you can go to the bank and say, hey, we average about $8,000 to $10,000 a month. $10,000 a month is $120,000 a year. Annually, we make $120,000 a year. Is there any way that we can possibly get a $30,000 to $50,000 loan? Let's be real. If you're only making $100K, $50,000, you're most likely not going to get that. All right. Usually how this works, you guys, is you'll probably get a percentage. And I forgot what that percentage really fluctuates, because usually it's about like that 15 to like 30% of what your income is. Right. And so that's what you will be lended, because then most likely you can pay back 15% of your income. So I want you guys to have clarity and not look stupid when you go to the bank and you're like, hey, can I get some money? I got an LLC and I got an EIN. They said all I need was that LLC and an EIN to be black, and that I can get a $30,000 loan. And the bank's going to be like, all right, that's fine. All right, so yeah, but do you make any money? Because this is a loan, you got to pay it back. All right. Really, that's how like life really be like y'all really be for real. So, all right. So we need to focus on the bootstrapping. We need to focus on how is somebody going to know about your services and products. Not every bit. I'm here to be your best friend. I'm your business bestie. I'm here to tell you, honey, not all of y'all businesses need social media marketing. Maybe your customer is not even on social media. Some of y'all have assisted living facilities. Some of y'all don't want to take care of seniors. I mean, seniors they own their phones and stuff, but they don't really know how to work this IG. You know what I mean? So you probably don't want to market to them. You probably want to do a actual commercial on the channels that a lot of them, the home shopping networks, HSN, Lifetime. You need to get you a little slot in there. You know what I mean? There you go. So, And then also, like, you just got to know who your market is, who your target market is. And we can dive deeper into like different bootstrapping strategies and a whole nother, whole nother YouTube, but I wanted us to focus on the clarity of knowing how these funding opportunities work, okay? Especially with this disaster relief fund. Now, I said all of that to say you got to have your business ducks in a row. You got to know, you got to have your business has to have some sort of revenue. Now, I said all of that to say that even in the midst of you facing your adversities and you are in need of some disaster funding, you still have to provide your business credentials and your business tax returns and showing proof that your business is operational and your business actually makes money. And you have to show proof in loss in income due to the weather disaster or the situation. It makes sense. It's all a loan opportunity. Now, if you want to go for a disaster grant, believe it or not, you still got to have your ducks in a row, friend. Disaster relief funding or a grant, even through the SBA, we saw that with COVID-19 relief funding. And guess what? You still had to provide your business LLC, EIN, and a 1040 Scheduled C. Some of y'all haven't even gotten that far in your business to know what the hell that form is. It's okay. I love you, friend. And that's why I really do dedicate every morning, 9 a.m. to come on here to educate you and to give you grace. I know ain't nobody tell you this, okay? All right, so let's talk about where you can find some of this disaster funding, okay? Now, the purpose of this live is to be able to show you guys how you can search for some funding on your own and really disaster relief funds. So many small business owners from Hurricane Helene has been affected. All right, economically, physically, agriculturally, and culturally as well, okay? So if you guys are in any of those states that have been affected, that's my state too, here in Florida, that's Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, I believe Virginia, right? If you have been affected, then we need to talk about where you can find some of this funding and what is required, okay? Each state, for starters, when we have weather disasters, the first step you should do as a small business owner is visit the FEMA website. First step, step one. When we have economic and natural disasters in our country as a small business owner, step one, visit the FEMA website. All right, FEMA. Step two, go to your state's Small Business Development Center's website, SBDC. Every state has it. California, it'll say Cali or CA, SBDC. We have Florida, SBDC. Texas, SBDC. Visit the Small Business Development Center.org website. Why? Because that is the page, that is the organization that is government funded, and that they will be giving out the funding opportunities. They will be giving out the loans. They will be giving out what's called capital bridge loans. They will be giving out what's called capital readiness programs. They will be giving out what's called agriculture disaster relief funding opportunities. This is where you will go to find some of those SBA disaster loan opportunities, okay? So visit your state's Small Business Development. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you start to visit your state's Small Business Development Center or Resource Development Center's website, there's tons of grants there. That's what I mean when I say on my page, hey, you guys, don't forget about those local grant opportunities you can visit your local Small Business Development Center. That's not always the SBA, okay? That's actually a third-party organization that is government funded, okay? I know you guys don't know this. This is why we're doing this together. It's all right. All right, so visit your states. In my last live stream earlier this week, we went over some Florida small business, relief funding and stuff like that. Now they have some capital. It's called the Capital Bridge Loan. You do have to have a personal credit score of 600 or above. You have to provide your driver's license, your business license or articles of organization, your EIN registration, and your most recent year's business tax returns. So I went over those basic foundational things because I want you guys to have clarity and reassurance on what you need to have to be an operational business. But also you need to have those things to put yourself in the best situation for in the times where you are facing any type of weather disaster or economic disaster situation, you will be in position to be able to take advantage of this funding. Because I know y'all ass is upset for missing out on the PPP. I know y'all are upset about that. So I am literally this is if you are paying attention, this is me preparing you for these opportunities. Now let's go into grants, all right? So that's the loan side. I don't really like talking much about loans or dwelling on it. If y'all visit those websites that I told you about, start at FEMA, then go to your state Small Business Development Center, SBDC. Okay? There you go. Now, let's talk about a grant. Now there is a grant out here that it's through the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. All right. Now the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, don't sleep on them. Those are especially for some of y'all businesses. You might want to join with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. They actually represent a lot of community-based businesses or those technical assistance businesses or any type of businesses that is just pretty much helping out or driving impact in the community. So if you really want to get your services and products out there, you definitely need to join the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and you need to go to some of their events, sponsor and luncheons and all kind of stuff in your local city, state, and town, so that way you can get in good with those folks. All right. Okay, so the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation has a small business readiness for resilience program. All right, the purpose of this program is so that way you can properly prepare your small business for all of these type of disaster funding opportunities. Let me show you. Okay, so you guys can visit the uschamberfoundation.org. Okay, and it says our goal is to support small businesses in becoming more resilient and prepared for disasters. We understand that times of crisis can be devastating for communities, and we are dedicated to sharing knowledge, resources, and promoting collaboration to ensure a speedy recovery. The R4R program is designed specifically for small businesses with 500 or fewer employees. It guides businesses through a 3-step process to enhance their preparedness. Once the steps to resilience are completed, business become eligible for grants when a U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency, aka FEMA, individual assistance declaration is made in their county. Get started with the steps today. Now let me give you reassurance on what those 2 paragraphs were saying. If you complete these 3 steps, then you will be eligible for all FEMA grant opportunities, and you do not have to worry about those capital or bridge loans opportunities, and you don't have to worry about your personal credit being ran or having to provide any business tax returns or having to provide your social, right? If you do these steps, all right? So step 1 is to complete this preparedness checklist, all right? They have a checklist that you can download. It says download FedEx's emergency preparedness checklist. Now, FedEx is really well known for giving out not loans, but grant opportunities to individuals who are in the trucking industry, who are in the e-commerce space, and who sell physical products. All right. So visit FedEx's emergency preparedness checklist. You'll download that. You will register your business. All right, you'll register your business. It says stay informed about the grant application process in case of a disaster. You'll register your business with FEMA. Okay. To ensure you receive important notification when a disaster occurs and FEMA declares individual assistance, please add the R4R team email address. It says resilience@uschamber.com to your contacts. This will help prevent our communication from going to your spam or junk mail. Now register your business. All right. You want to register your business, not with FEMA, but with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. After you have registered your business, then it says our team will closely monitor disaster declarations and individual assistance distinctions made by FEMA. If your business meets the following criteria and is selected for a grant, we will reach out to you. Your business has to be located within an area that's impacted by a declared disaster, and your business must be registered before the FEMA declaration, okay? So I want you guys to visit uschamberfoundation.org. 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 I'm going to put the link of this in the chat for y'all so you guys can have it, okay? The purpose of this grant is to literally prepare you for any type of disaster declared relief grant opportunities. Instead of you having to go out there and search for it, guess what the U.S. Chamber is going to do? They're going to deliver it to your doorstep. Instead of you having to search for it through your challenges of adversity, your entire brick and mortar has been literally, is gone. It's not even there anymore physically. So there's no way that you can possibly have the mental capacity to try to sit down and try to find some opportunities for you. Allow the U.S. Chamber of Commerce to submit those grants for you and to deliver those opportunities for you as soon as FEMA declares that there is a natural disaster or that your county or city or state, right, is eligible for any of this disaster relief funding. This is literally going to prepare you guys, okay? Let me put this in the chat for y'all. Now, while I'm putting this in the chat, keep in mind that with grant opportunities, you don't have to have good personal credit. You don't have to worry about your business receiving any type of funding or being operational or being active. And 9 times out of 10 with these grants, you don't even have to have an LLC and an EIN. There are grants out here that you can get to start your business. There are grants out here that you can get to start your business. You just simply need to be properly prepared. Having a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 90-second pitch video will all help you be properly prepared for this debt-free money that you don't have to pay back. Some of y'all are trying to help the youth, help children and low-income families. Some of y'all are trying to feed the homeless, give them medical supplies and equipment. Some of y'all are trying to start trucking businesses so you could be a reliable transport service so we can get our goods on time before time. Some of you guys are trying to start medical tech companies. Some of you guys have technical innovations that will completely change and revolutionize the way we think, the way we eat, the way we feel, the way we talk, the way we operate. Some of you guys have an amazing educational based softwares and programs that will literally help us develop in all of the areas that we need mentally. Some of you guys have holistic healing businesses that, have coping skills that will truly help us with healing. So there is grants out here that believe in your vision, in your mission, in what you are bringing. You just simply need to organize it in the most polished, professional way so that way you can deliver it to the folks that want to give you the money, friend. And this is what I do. But right now, okay, you can always book a one-on-one consultation with me. For right now, in this moment, I want to give you the opportunity to ask me any question regarding grants, business development, business funding. I want you to type right now in the chat, right now, comment any question that you have been having in your entire business development process. What question, what challenge, what is concerning you? I need to know. Let me know. And let's work through it. So that way this coming week, you can have clarity and reassurance on literally what steps you need to be taken to make some progress in your business development journey. Welcome in, friends. I'm a 71% successful grant writer. I have been an entrepreneur for 9 years, and I'm so proud to say that. I've helped over 800 small business owners, nonprofit organizations, community leaders, startups get debt-free money. I have it posted on all of my social media platforms. Okay? I have it posted everywhere. I have testimonials all on my website. I have proven myself through these 9 years of entrepreneurship to not be a scam, a fraud, to be a legit businesswoman, and to be a wholehearted, God-fearing woman. To literally bring this to y'all, and I literally dedicate myself every day to bring y'all all these gems so you can understand what steps you need to take so we can have some sort of progress in our own community. I understand I'm doing this for a bigger purpose. So welcome in. And I'm so blessed to have you here. I'm so happy that you are here. I'm so happy that, I don't know, the universe aligned you to be here today. I want you to drop your business question. What is your question and concern? What is stopping you from taking on those opportunities? What is stopping you? Why you don't believe in yourself? And who the hell told you you can't do it? You know, where that mindset come from. So go ahead and ask me questions. I want to know, what is it? All right, what is it? Because grant opportunities literally are not a challenge, you guys. It's literally grant applications are not a challenge. Grant applying it takes consistency, and it takes you to just sit down and to get through it. It takes discipline. Okay? She's speaking facts. I did it the hard way 25 years ago. I need help with business funding. I need to expand my business. All right, Don, so let's work through this idea. Why do you believe you need business funding? And, you know, what is there a way that you can come up with some sort of promotional deal that will drive in more traffic to your business or to your service and product, so that way you can have the necessary funds to expand? All paperwork, shuffle, and red tape. Yeah, like, what is the question? Drop your questions about grants, you guys. We actually went over, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce grant. We went over, what you need to have in order to best prepare your business for these opportunities, right? We talked about that, okay? So I want you guys to ask me a question about grants and how these grants work. When you submit a grant application, you have to give them at least 30 business days after the application deadline date to let you know if you were selected. 9 times out of 10, when you are applying to a grant, or before you apply, they actually have on the website the grant timeline, right? So you want to pay attention to those timelines and create a, grant specific spreadsheet, okay? It's my wife's business. I'm doing some of the groundwork. We still have to get our insurance. I need us to create our business plan and a few other things. We haven't started gaining contracts. Understood? Yeah. Put in the work. Put in the work. Okay, so we have started my LLC last year, and prepping since will be starting within a month. Okay, awesome. Congratulations. As a new LLC owner, where do I start with grants? I sell health and fitness products. All right. So, as a new business owner with grants, you want to start with having your business plan completed, a pitch deck, and a 90-second pitch video. A business plan definitely needs to outline your mission, vision, values, your competitive, who your competitors are, what differentiates your, company and your products from your competitors, and exactly what it takes to start your company. You need to have a projected income statement, right, that outlines, itemizes, and lists exactly what fees and annual fees you have to pay in order to be operational. Then, once you complete your business plan, all right, then you want to get a pitch deck. And a pitch deck is like a PowerPoint version of your business plan, all right? So you want to complete that. Once you do that, then a 90-second pitch commercial or pitch video, that can be something later on down the line that you can create, or as you go along with, applying to different grant opportunities. But ultimately, if you have those 3 things, you will definitely be best prepared for grant opportunities. And then you want to visit Hello Skip. Hello Skip is where I would advise a lot of you guys start with applying to grants. I'll go ahead and put Hello Skip in the chat. All right. HelloSkip and GrantWatch.com will be the top websites that I would advise that you get started with applying to grants or searching and applying to grants. HelloSkip is not a grant search engine. HelloSkip is a federally certified nonprofit organization and website. It's for free, and you can use that website to apply to a lot of startup grant opportunities. And then grantwatch.com is a grant search engine. It is a monthly subscription of $40 a month, but well worth it because it will show you how many grants is available to you in your local area and in your industry specifically, and that is geared towards you. Or that is qualified for you as the company owner. All right. So helloskip.com, grantwatch.com is where I would get started. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So let's see. I'm only a single mom and a Lyft driver. Should I apply? Should you apply to what? And for what, Gigi? I'm only a single mom and a Lyft driver. Should I apply? What are we talking about? We talking about business over here. Let me see. Don. I need the funds to help me hire more people to do the work for me to expand. Absolutely. There is, grants out here for that. There's also, funding opportunities out here for that, like loans. So as long as your business is operational and is making money, you'll be able to get what you need. I want to make sure our ducks are in a row. My concern is that we don't have everything we really need to be a professional business. What else should we have for a commercial cleaning company? Well, I don't work as a commercial cleaning company. I've never did. I've always owned my company here. I've never owned a commercial cleaning company. I would advise that you join different Facebook groups that have people that own commercial cleaning companies and get acquainted with people who own. Find out who in your area owns a commercial cleaning company. You need to do the research and find out who's your competitors, and take a look at their business model. Take a look at their business model. How do they operate? Actually book them, so that way you can clearly understand exactly how they operate and what needs to be in place in order for you to operate kind of the same but better, right? How do I build business credit? I have credit cards with Amex and BOA, but I don't see credit reporting. You have to report it yourself. It's not like personal credit. Personal credit gets automatically reported, but personal credit has been around since the 1940s. Business credit has only been around since 2010s. And what I can tell you is that you need to report your own, business credit trade lines. Okay, so you need to report them to Small Business Experience, Small Business Equifax, Small Business Scoring Sector through FICO, and you can also report them on Dun & Bradstreet. Fun fact, if you have a Dun & Bradstreet DUNS number, if you sign yourself up for the Dun & Bradstreet Business Suite, I think, Business Credit Suite, then you will be able to upload up to, I think, about 10 or 12 business trade lines. So you can always do that. Okay. All right. Mr. Greedy says, I started a tech company. I have a great idea. I would like to begin prototyping. How would I go about getting my idea produced? Well, I don't know. You would actually go through, as far as in getting it produced, I really wouldn't know, because I don't know what the actual tech idea would be. So I don't know how to direct you or what third party, research and development team you should go to, because I don't know what the tech innovation is. But what I can tell you is that, obviously you're going to have money for research and development. So there is a $2 million grant out here through the NSF that I talked about. And you can take a look at that video. I did a live stream on it. And that $2 million grant is for tech companies, right? And so you don't even have to, you can be, no matter what stage you are, you can be a startup, preferred startup, and you just need to provide them with a pitch, a project pitch, to explain to them exactly how your tech innovation works. Okay. But as far as in getting it produced, well, first off, you got to start with your research and development team, right? Your research and development team is going to tell you exactly what it takes to be able to develop this product, and then you'll be able to, go into production and know what it takes to produce it. Okay. I hope that makes sense. I got a courier business. My business is set up properly. I have multiple vendor trade lines reporting, but I'm not operational yet. I'm in California, and my business is in an area that was affected by the... All right, we got to stop there. Thanks. I screenshot all of them. Perfect. Fire out here, would I be able to... Fire out here, would I be able to get the SBA disaster grant? Oh, wait. Okay, so... Area was affected by the fire out here, would I be able to get the SBA disaster grant? Yeah, if you were affected by a natural disaster, absolutely. And there is no SBA disaster grant. SBA does not do disaster grants unless its economic impact is... No, they don't even do that. They don't do that. They do loans. Yeah, SBA doesn't do grants. Those days are over. Those days are over. Yeah, those days are over. That was cute during the pandemic, though. But no, the SBA doesn't give out grants. That's not a usual thing for them. They give out loans. So you can go for the loan opportunity. You say your business, you have your, but you're not operational yet in California. Oh no, hell no, you can't get nothing because you were not. Okay, so how you have to show proof that you were affected, and ways that you show proof that you were affected is if you were physically affected, so your brick and mortar is literally shut down like like a tornado, or the fire just burnt it down, or you have been economically affected, whereas you have to provide your business tax returns 2023 and 2024, and you have to provide at least your most recent business statements, the 3 of them, so you can show proof and loss on income, right? That's economics. So, if you didn't even start and you didn't even make money yet, then you would go for more of those individual grant opportunities that is for the, people in that area that were personally and individually affected, right? You would not qualify for business, disaster funding, because you literally have to be operational business. You wasn't affected. You ain't even start. Okay, friend? That's how they look at that. All right, so let me see. We have the LLC and the EIN. We'll be opening a business bank account and getting the insurance next week. I want the LLC under a trust. I heard we should have an article of and he says, I was an area supervisor for a commercial cleaning company working right next to the owner, so I know the workings of gaining contracts and invoicing. I don't know what else we need for setup. Oh, okay, gotcha, understood. Yeah, I will reach out to anybody in that industry and just have clarity. And then also there's other people out here that help you set up commercial cleaning companies. Get a mentor. That's how I'm directing you, to get a mentor. All right, so let's see. You said, I have been watching your videos and you are right. Writing grants does take time and you have to be consistent. Thank you. Wheeler Insurance and proposal to gain customers and cold calling contact clients to do walkthrough to get your business out there. Oh, that's super dope. Look, we got a friend in here. So Joseph, Assured Comfort Cleaning is doing commercial cleaning. So I love this, and this is what I love so much about YouTube and about like my community, because you see how we're able to come together like this. So in so many ways, I was like, reach out to somebody who's already in your industry, right? Assured Comfort Cleaning is already in your industry. You guys need to connect, all right? Y'all want me to introduce y'all? I introduced the last 2 and they doing good. I introduced the last 2 ladies off of my live. We hopped on a Zoom call and I was like, here y'all go. And, they're doing some good stuff. So if you want me to, if y'all want to, I can connect y'all, and then you guys can go from there and talk about how you guys can exchange emails. I don't know if you're open to doing that in the chat, but you can always do that, right? Share each other's information. Like, how do we get in contact? with you, so, or Joseph can get in contact with you so that way he can learn more about the business and the setup. Mm-hmm. 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 Absolutely. All right. Any other questions, you guys, that you might have regarding like grants and, business development and business setup and stuff? I really do like doing this. I just like to understand, where my market is, where my audience is, where y'all at, or how are y'all thinking, where your mindset is, how has your business week been, things like that, right? So I like to check up on my audience. I really do care about y'all. I do. That's why I come on here every morning at 9 a.m. All right, I'm opening up the floor for the last 5 minutes for questions, and then we gonna wrap it up. But you guys, even when you do need to have like, we went over some really good information in this live stream. At the beginning, we went over the business foundations and what you need to have in order to be an operational business. And then we went into what you need to do, or the clarity of exactly how to properly be prepared for these disaster loan opportunities or any type of business loan. I gave you clarity on what they think and how they operate when you go to get a business loan. I told you what you need to do or how you can get a business loan without using any of your personal credit. And then I introduced you into grants, how to be properly prepared for grants by having a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 90-second pitch video, right? And by the way, if you don't know how to do a business plan, if you don't know how to do a pitch deck, I write them for you. I'll write it for you for $300. Or you can watch some of my videos here and, some of my recent live streams and get some of those gems that I'm dropping, some of those AI tools that I talk about in my live streams, to get, those artificial intelligence tools to do your pitch deck and all that stuff yourself. But you can always hire me to do that, as well as hire me to write grants for you. Right now I have 15% off, where I'm only, it's only $350 for me to apply to 5 grants for you. Right? So the purpose of that is because I want you guys to kind of already be applying to grants yourself, and set those 5 grants aside that you find that are pretty challenging for me. So that way I can go ahead and apply to the grants for you. Or if you don't have the time, that's the purpose of me being a grant writer, so that way I can take on the opportunity that you don't have to miss out on. I have a 71% successful grant writing rate, all right? But I still cannot guarantee that you will get approved of any of these 5 grants that I apply to for you. But I promise you, friend, I can do my darnest, okay, to, make sure you sound very polished and professional, and do my best to try to increase our chances of approvals. And I will most likely go for these grant opportunities that I don't talk about on YouTube, because there's way more opportunities in your local area that you will most likely be in favor of. So if you would allow me, or if you would bless me with the opportunity, because I truly love I love helping y'all, assisting y'all, applying to grants for you guys. Like, I literally just wrapped up like 10 grant clients this week since I made this like 15% off offer. All right. So if you guys want to do this, I'm going to drop my website in the chat. Okay. And if you are ready to do this, I'm going to drop the website in the chat. That has all of my testimonials, so I ain't no finesse, all right? That has all of the information you need. When you visit this website, you are going to put in the code GRANTS15, all right? I just dropped the website. My website is superchargemybusiness.com, all right? Superchargemybusiness.com, all right? Superchargemybusiness.com. When you go there, you scroll down to the bottom, you will see these video testimonials of my amazing friends that I've helped, right? If you don't have a business plan or a pitch deck, you're going to start with doing the business plan with me. That's going to be step 1. All right? Because we got to do that first before we go for these grants. Ain't no sense us trying to go straight for grants and we ain't got our business plan together, friend. We going to be doing things ass backwards. Okay, so let's move forward. So superchargemybusiness.com. All right. If you do not have a business plan or a pitch deck, I'll write it for you. All right. I'll write it for you. You just have to start there, and it says business plan. Now, once we do that, right? How it works is once you make the payment, I'll send you a confirmation email and then you will book our first consultation. My services come with 2 consultations. We need to go over what we're doing first and what you need to expect from our services, and then we go over a debrief. We review. All right, we review the services. We review and make sure you are satisfied with everything, right? Make sure everything looks good. So that's how my services work. Once you make the payment online, I'm going to send you an email confirmation. You're going to schedule our first consultation, and we are going to go over what needs to be done. I will give you clarity and reassurance in that first consultation on how long it's going to take me to do your business plan, or how long it's going to take me to write 5 grants for you. I will give you clarity and reassurance on, which grants I will be applying to for you. I will make sure that you have the direct links and all the information to the 5 grants I chose for you, that I believe that you will most likely get approved of with my 9 going on 9 years of experience with doing this stuff. Okay? All right. So I dropped the link down in the chat. Now, if you already got your business plan and pitch deck and you simply want to hire me to apply to 5 grants, you want to give it a try. You want to see what this grant writing thing is like. All right. Because I want to let you guys know, the average grant writer in the United States charges $1,000 per grant application. The average price for a grant writer is $1,000 per application. I am going to submit 5 grant applications for you for $350. Now, here's how you get the 15% off. When you get to the site, you have to type in, this is the promo code. Promo code is grants 15. All right. If you put in grants 15 when you get ready to check out for the grant writing service, then you'll get 15% off and you'll pay just $350. The total price for me to write your business plan, pitch deck, and to write 5 grant and submit 5 grant applications for you is $650. That's less than the average price for one application to be submitted for a grant writer per business. That's I'm charging you $650 to get your business plan, pitch deck, and also to submit 5 grant applications for you. When on average, a grant writer costs $1,000 per grant application. Why am I doing this? Because I am very vigilant, or not vigilant, I'm very serious about making sure my services are affordable to all small business owners, no matter what race, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality you are a part of, friend. You are my friend, and I remember what it was like in my startup phases, and I didn't have not one person in my circle, not one person in my family who could hold my hand through this process, who could give me clarity. I went through all of the adversities, and I'm still going through it on a day-to-day basis as I continue to scale. So I know what it feels like to be in that space where if you just had a couple $1,000s, you could truly change and bring impact to your community. So I'm for those type of businesses who are serious about their product and services that will really, truly revolutionize the way we are doing things out here. But I know that you guys' tech innovations, your new skills, your ideas, I totally understand that it costs money for these things. That's why I made this to be affordable, so that way at least I can write 5 grants for you. And out of the 5, if you get one $50,000, $100,000, $1 million opportunity, wow. Look at how just only $350 completely changed your entire business life. Throughout this entire thing, I ain't try to sell y'all nothing or none of that. And I'm still not. I'm still telling you to apply the grants yourself, write the business plan yourself. But my services are for those who truly don't have the time. You might not comprehend these steps. You might not feel confident. I totally get it. That's why we have 2 consultations. So I could talk to you, so I could understand what your business or what your product is, what your service is, so I could clearly understand what it is that you need in your business, so we can organize things and go ahead and come up with a game plan, man. That's all we missing. Got a good idea, you just need a game plan, okay? All right. So y'all got it? Do y'all have any more questions? I'm an introvert. Do you think it's okay to use AI to create my pitch video? Yeah, you can. I was referencing the grants. Do you help with a business idea best for the individual person if one have no clue? Yeah, I can't tell you, Gigi, what type of business you should start. That has to come from within. That has to come from the heart. That has to come from your soul. That has to come from passion. You know what I mean? That really has to come from having passion from something. There's people out here that start businesses because they have truly been through a traumatic experience. They have, faced some sort of, adversity, right? Or it's been a situation where, they see a need for something in their industry or in their community, and they want to help. They genuinely want to help. So Gigi, I can't tell you what type of business to start because all your intentions behind that is just so that way you can be financially stable. No, it's time for you to really put your big girl panties on, take accountability for your credit, and let's get down to business on this credit repair. It's time for you to put your big girl panties on, right? And possibly go ahead and either get an extra job or something and find that extra stream of income. It's time for you to be willing to put them big girl panties on and find out in what area in your life can you sacrifice, whether that's time, money, mental. What area in your life can you sacrifice for the greater good? Okay, but I can't tell you what type of business you should start. All right, I can't. And the people who operate in that, you can tell that they don't have any idea what they're doing with their financial journey in a way, because they're only focused on getting the money. Like, I just want the money. 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 Okay, cool. So start an e-commerce business. All right, I started the e-commerce business. Now they said that I can buy a whole bunch of these mouses, and if I buy these mouses, and I can put them on Amazon. I put them on Amazon, but I'm not really selling. So I don't even know. They say e-commerce is a good business I should start, but it's not working for me. So what's another good business I could start? And what you're going to find yourself doing, Gigi, is hopping from one industry to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, because you are doing what's called chasing the bag. You are never supposed to chase a bag as a genuine entrepreneur. That ain't how this go. The bag is a resourceful tool. You don't chase the bag come to you. You a boss. Tell the bag to come here. That's how you operate that. But you'll be chasing the bag and chasing the bag and chasing the bag and chasing the bag, and you're going to be so in this, you're going to be like blinded by chasing this bag, right? You're going to be blinded by the grind that you ain't even going to be willing to, you're not going to have any type of mental stability to be able to come up with a game plan that will allow you to have to set up your financial freedom journey. I know this because I've been an entrepreneur for 8 years, y'all, going on 9, at the top of 25. I chased the bag within the first 2-3 years of doing this. I was chasing that bag, chasing it, and still having that poverty mindset. And let me tell you something. Sometimes it spins the block, that poverty mindset, that mindset of, oh, I gotta, you know what I mean? But and y'all, sometimes on my live streams, y'all actually physically see, or hear it come out of me sometimes, and then I'll get right back at it. Oh, no, we don't do that. We don't gatekeep. We don't do this. We don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that. Right? So, it's a journey. You don't want to be chasing that bag forever, okay? So definitely, you guys take the time out when you are applying to these grants and when you are figuring out what journey you're going to go on, all right? Take your time, create a game plan, and think about what is it that you want, how you want it, how much you want it, what type of life you want to create for yourself and your kids, and then take it from there, okay? All right, so we've been on here for a good little time. I really do appreciate you guys. Usually we are on here every morning, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time, okay? For an hour. I really do appreciate you guys joining me in this live stream. For those of you who are just coming in, welcome. I'm Superior Shelby. I am a 71% successful grant writer. I've been doing this for 8 years, going on 9, and I've helped over 800 small business owners, startups, nonprofit organizations, churches, and schools get grant funding, which is debt-free money that you don't have to pay back, no credit checks, and no personal information needed. All right. So if you want to know more about my services, what I do, definitely subscribe to my channel. I will graciously appreciate it. But you can always visit my website, superchargemybusiness.com. There's some testimonials there. My grant wins are there, things like that. So you can know more about what's going on. And then I'm hoping that I can gain you all as a client and as a really close friend. Okay. All right, so I will see you guys on the other side of business. I got to get to these consultations. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, all right? And I'll see y'all soon, okay? Peace and blessings. Bye.